Sige na.
I have worn school uniform since I was in kindergarten up until my junior year in high school. I know what it's like to be on both sides of the school uniform debate. And as a parent, I strongly believe that I want my son to attend a school that enforces clothing regulations. According to education.com and their expert educator, Principal Rita White of Riverwood Elementary in Memphis, Tennessee, and according to an article named Do Uniforms Make Schools Better on gradeschools.org, also the author of School Uniforms, Pros and Cons and sfgate.com, state that there are far more benefits than disadvantages of having school uniforms. If you are uncertain of the importance of school uniforms, I have prepared three pro-uniform arguments that will hopefully make you decide. School uniforms can decrease bullying and teasing by limiting the definitive status symbol in clothes portrayed by the media. With expensive brand names being symbolized as of class and wealth, there are a lot of bullying and teasing happening between students who can afford them and those who cannot. JCPenney pulled their ad, which featured a preteen boy sheepishly looking around as he sits alone in a school lunch table, all because of what he wore. Angry parents say it promotes bullying and puts pressure on kids to dress a certain way. As said by a news article on money.cnn.com, parents are voicing out to big companies, saying every day kids are made fun of for what they do and do not have. By evening the levels that field, there will be less bullying. Even though bullying and teasing is inevitable in every school, at least school uniforms does not promote more bullying amongst classmates. Children who come from less fortunate economic background would not appear to be lacking or made fun of because the parents cannot afford to buy them the newest trendy garment. With less bullying, students can focus more on having a professional attitude and building pride in their school. Students could learn valuable lessons in having uniformity in their clothing. For instance, feeling professional and having accordingly and behaving accordingly and developing a stronger team mentality. Principal Rita White of Riverwood Elementary in Memphis, Tennessee, noticed that student behavior dramatically improved after school uniforms were implemented in her school. She states, when you look professional, you act professional. Uniforms have made a huge difference in our schools. In other words, having a uniform policy prepares students for a professional future. Besides preparing for a professional attitude, any sort of gang-related identity or markings would not be an issue. Clothing should be respectful and conservative because at the end of the day, school is primarily a place for learning. The garments worn should be reflective of that. In addition, school uniforms give students a sense of pride in their school. Greatschools.org have surveyed educational experts, and their studies show that having school uniforms increase a sense of belonging and pride in their school. Also, it improves attendance. These are great examples of why there are many proponents to this debate. Then there is a popular conscience to the school uniform policy, which is the cost of the uniforms. But it is simple economics. Although school uniforms seem like an extra expense and are troublesome, a whole new wardrobe is actually more costly and will make deciding to what to wear every morning harder for parents and their child or children. According to sfgate.com, there is a convenience factor. Just put on your clothes, your uniform, and you're out the door. Instead of buying the latest trends every fall, parents save a ton of money by spending it on uniforms, which can be washed over and over again. With more money saved on clothes, it's easy to spend on other important school needs, like supplies. From a parent's standpoint, I believe school uniforms not only help me save money, but it can prevent other students from bullying my child and also teach my child to be responsible. There are experts across the nation, such as Principal Rita White and author of School Uniforms, Pros and Cons of SFA.com, as well as other sources, are all proponents to this debate. I am proponent because I know what it is like to be on both sides, and having a school uniform policy is best.